Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make a print in the darkroom. Making a print starts with a test strip. And before I even go to make a test strip, I've looked at my contact sheet and I've decided which print I want to make. I've also looked at that contact sheet and that specific print to find an area that has a range of light to dark. When I make my test strip, I'm looking for a part of my photo that will show me that range from light to dark. Step one is to load my negative into the negative tray, and so I'll just simply open this up. I'll take the negative tray out, find the correct negative. I want to place it in here, so I'll open this up. My negative happens to be this first one on this outer edge here, and so as I slide it in, it goes under these little silver tabs. And then when I close my negative carrier, I want to do everything gently here. I don't want to slide my film around because I run the risk of scratching it. I can hold this up to the light and make sure my negative is aligned nicely in the center. Then I can place my negative tray back in the enlarger, close it. I want to avoid turning my enlarger on with that door open because it will bleed light onto my neighbors. I'll click the focus button and I go ahead and turn my f-stop all the way up. So this is as bright as it will be. This is my print tray or print holder. And so what I'm looking at here is I'm trying to fit, this is a 5x7 print, and I'm trying to fit my negative, enlarge it to just barely overlap the edge of this print size. So I can lower this down. I can also focus with my focus knob. I gotta go back up just a little bit. And what I'm looking for is to completely fill that space with my negative. To focus, you can simply use your eyeball to rack it in and out of focus. That's hard for some people, so we have a little focus helper, and if I set that, it's kind of like a magnifying glass or a microscope, whatever you want to call it. If I set this down where my print will be made, I usually turn this light down so I don't blind myself. Put my hand on the focus knob, and then I look through here. And what I can see is I can see the grain of my film. And it kind of looks like little speckles, little pixels, or little pieces of pepper, like salt and pepper, whatever you want to call it. And if that's in focus, my negative is as in focus as it will ever be. And so then I can adjust my enlarger down. Once I get everything set, I can adjust my f-stop all the way down and up 2 clicks on this enlarger. Then I can turn off the focus button. And now I'm ready to make my test strip. And so when I cut my paper, I'm left with 2 1-inch by 5-inch long pieces. And if you remember, this edge of my photo, I had a nice range of white to black, and so that's where I'm going to make my test strip. And so I can lift this up, set my little test strip in there, take a piece of cardboard, I'm going to shield all of it except for about a 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to click run for 2 seconds. I'll slide back, I'll run again. Slide back, run it again. Slide back, run it again. Slide back, run it again. Slide back and run it again. Now I can take my test strip out and then go ahead and develop it. Okay, now that I've developed my test strip, I can analyze exposure. So I have a 2 second, 4 second, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And if I look at this and I look in the highlights and the shadows of this photo, I can see that 8 seconds is about perfect. You can always split the difference too and go 7 seconds, but I think I'm going to try 8 on this specific print. Okay, here we are back in the darkroom. Now that I've made my test strip and read it, I figured out that 8 seconds is the right amount of time. So I'll go ahead and adjust my enlarger up to 8 seconds. And I can grab my piece of photo paper that's cut to 5 by 7 and load it into my print tray. I want to make sure to adjust it on the edges. And I'll go ahead and click run, and I'll run it for 8 seconds. Now I can pull it out, and I'll go ahead and develop it. And there's my final print. It turned out great. I look for correct exposure. I should see areas that are almost pure white, which I have. And then there should be areas of almost pure black, which I have. I have a nice clean white border going all the way around. And so that's how you make a print. Thanks for watching.